Yeah, okay. Well, it's pretty much time, so we'll get started. Just a couple quick announcements. Jeez, I didn't update that. We're doing music next week. So just make sure to bring. I don't know what. I think Ben just has like any software. I don't know what he has in mind for that yet. If he does show up today, I'll let you know what he wants for that. But in the meantime, music is the plan for next week. Semester Jam's still going on. I'm gonna start writing down the actual deadline so that people actually know when that is, because I keep alluding to it being at the end of the semester, but like not being specific. The last meeting of the semester is gonna be December 3rd. So you have until that meeting essentially to like make something related to the theme of money. So additionally, the game jam. We do have a date for that in case you've missed the last couple meetings. November 14th, 7 p.m. is when we start. We'll be in Ellings 0308. Most likely. I checked. It doesn't actually say that room specifically. It just says Ellings classroom, and so I have to assume that's where it is.
That's like the only actual classroom.
Yeah.
And
So
that's the room we have reserved. So
it's probably there.
It is there.
But yeah. Also, we have a social night this Friday, 7 to 10 in Marston. Make sure to bring some games and some good vibes and friends. All of the above or none of the above. I guess you don't have to, but we appreciate it. So, anyway, actually, one other thing I wanted to mention before we get started. If there is like a certain type of like meeting that like you'd want to like kind of hear from the club, or like, you know a lot about and that we haven't covered yet, and you really want to talk about it, by all means. So yeah, if you're interested at all, feel free to come talk to me. I'm open to hearing you out. So, without further ado, though, it's time to get into the blender, or in other words, intro to Blender. So, I'll have Donovan get started then. So,
all right, let's see. Is it up? All right, sweet, it's up. Okay. So, okay, raise your hand if you've used Blender or like have like seen it be used at all.
I dilly-dallied once.
Okay, perfect. So, when you open up your general file, you'll see this cube. You know, the cube. We all love the cube. So, we're gonna play with the cube before we start. So, I just want to run down some hotkeys that are like, I'd say, pretty vital to learning Blender. So if you just press tab, you see you're in object mode. When you press tab, you'll instantly go into edit mode. And you should see that your whole sphere is highlighted. To start, we'll start with S. S is to scale it. So if you press S and you scale, you make your cube big or small. G, any orientation you're facing is how when you press G is how it'll move. So you see I'm doing it I'm facing it on the x-axis, so anywhere I move it will be on that, or in accordance to that.
To change your camera view to a different axis, do you click on the funny colors?
Yep, so top right up here, if you want to face an exact way, like the x-axis, you'll just click it. If you want to face the other x-axis, you just click it again. And you can also click around in the circle and it goes around. Alternatively, if you did bring a mouse and are using that, you can middle click and it just goes around the object that you're highlighted.
You can also press Alt to move it around, or that's a setting.
Yeah, if you don't have the mouse. I think, yeah, because, I mean, this is going to be pretty hard if you're using a trackpad, but you can do middle mouse shift and it just moves the entire thing. It's basically like a pan. Like if you just pan like this, like you can just click this hand up here and it does the same thing. It's just a nice little trick. Anyways, so say you unhighlight it, you just press A to select everything of the cube in the edit mode. You'll select it all. Yep. And then we'll kind of go over it a little bit, but I want to show just a little bit of what it'll look like. So eventually you'll get into what these are, these three top things. This is vertices, this one is edge mode, and then this one is faces. So vertices will be these little dots on the edges. These are, where the edges connect. And then for every edge that you see has a face. They all kind of like are intertwined for the most part. But what another key thing is, say we dissolve this edge. Now we have this. One thing we can do to bring it back, obviously is Control Z, but say you don't want to do that. Just click these two vertices, right click, subdivide, do it on the other side, shift click, right click, subdivide. The other thing you'll need to know is J will make a path between both vertices that you have highlighted. So now you'll have another edge. And then if I want to go back to the x-axis, press G, and then try to line it up best I can. We have our edge back, and now we're back at the cube. So, all right. Now that we have kind of the gist of most keybinds that I like to use, or that are like pretty useful, we're gonna hide the cube for right now. And then I don't think it matters, but if you want to press tab again to get out of edit mode, you'll go up to here to click add. And to start our pumpkin, we'll start with a circle on the ground here.
Sorry, where's the?
Yep, top of the screen. Click add. You'll want to be out of edit mode. You'll want to be in object mode to add it. Because if you're in edit mode when you're in the queue, like you're only in edit mode when you're selecting something, so you want to deselect it and then get out. So what we want to do here is kind of what I already showed, which is you're going to want to press, I think it's not J. No, it's not. So you want to another key, it's similar to the J, where you want to press F to add a line, which is, I'm pretty sure it's the edge. So then you want to do that. And then since you can also just right click and it's new edge face. What you'll want to do is click subdivide, and then it'll add it's hard to see, but it will add a little dot at the center that you can move.
So I need to subdivide this line here.
Yep. And then make sure, and then you'll want to do it on each cardinal direction is how I like to do it. So, and then obviously the way you know that all of them are connected is if you just press G on the middle one and then go up, you'll see that they actually aren't connected. So if they aren't connected like this, you'll just click both and then you'll press M, and these are to merge vertices. So the way you merge vertices is a little subjective. You can do it at the center, which is the center of all your vertices, or like at the center of like 0, 0 pretty much. At your cursor, wherever your mouse is. Collapse is just the meeting point between both vertices. At first is whichever vertice you select first, it'll merge to that vertice. And then at last is obviously the last one. So since I selected the middle one last, I'll do at last. So now each section is all connected. And so what we can do now is we can highlight the middle and just the edges here, and we'll press F, and now we have a face. And then so we can just select, actually, I'm going to Command V that. I'm going to actually select all of these and press F, and now we have a face.
So how do we merge the point in the center again?
Okay. So I will go back and show. So what I did was I moved it up so I can better click on them. If you know that there's two vertices that aren't connected, it's kind of hard to like select them both if you don't know they're there. So I just moved one up and then I highlighted both. I pressed M to merge them, and since for instance, I like here, and then I select the middle one. Second, I will do at last, and then I will merge them. And now I have a center point for my
merge,
pumpkin.
I only have center, cursive, and collapse for merging.
Do you?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There we go. It's just because you didn't have the second one selected, I think.
Okay.
It's kind of hard because there's like this center thing, which is like
I see.
the center region. So then you'll just do that last and then make sure. Yep, there we go.
I make sure no one else needs help.
Does anyone else need help on? I want to make sure I'm not going too fast. All right. So once we have the center, we can again go around, press F once we have our whole selected region, and it will add a face. Do this for each side. You'll quickly find out Blender is a lot of shift clicking and time consumption.
Yay, I made a perfect.
So now we have this little pie with the 4 quarters right here.
This is some thin crust pizza.
Exactly. So this will be our bottom. It'll also be the sides, but I will show that in a second. What I will do next is subdivide each center. So I'll have this. And so here, subdivision can be used in a little bit of different ways. So I will subdivide the center in each direction to get these 4 points. I'll then press J, and you'll see it doesn't connect all the way. I'll just do that, and then I'll select them again. Subdivision will add more points there. I'll then scale this down, and then I will zoom in, and then I will I'll then do this.
Will this be the stem of our pumpkin?
This will be like, you know how the pumpkin at the bottom has like the little divot that goes up?
Yeah.
That'll be that. This will be the bottom of our pumpkin. I'm trying to work bottom up, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So this will be the bottom. We'll come back to this, but for right now, this will be the bottom, and we'll show it by just moving this up slightly. Then we're going to do even more subdivision, guys. It's so much fun.
Wow.
So we'll do this.
Oops, I did not make that flat whenever I moved those points.
So I'll just do the same thing I just did for the bottom and make it a little bit, ooh, don't want to do that. Make it a little bit bigger towards the edges. I will then subdivide, I think it's, yeah, I'll subdivide 3 times just to have like this giant square of vertices. And then I will select all but the edges, and then I will I'll like try to round it out a little bit. And then I will end it here, and then I will go to each vertice here and just align it up.
So we need to subdivide those outer lines again to make it, to give points in the middle there.
Yep. So for the square, I subdivided it 3 times, so each vertice lines up with the outside. So I have all of these faces out here.
I think I might have messed up that line slightly, but we'll make it work. Oh dear.
And I'll just show you what this side will look like. It'll look like this on all of it, but it's gonna look a little weird because it's not done entirely. So some of the faces are not gonna play well. But essentially, if I can go to it, it'll go up like that, and it'll come in like so. It's supposed to look like that, but you know, it's not going so well.
Is there an easy way to Oh, okay. So you select all the lines.
Yep, so you
inside
just-
and then all the lines on the
Yeah, you'll
outside.
just shift click all of these, and then
You can control click to select a series at once.
yes. I just like to do it like shift click just so it's like you know which one you're clicking, if that makes sense. But then obviously you will go through all of these, and then to show you what I'm doing, this side will be our outside, if that makes sense. It'll be like the ridges of our pumpkin. Again, you'll just do each side the same, or, you know, however you want to do your pumpkin. There's no right or wrong way for a pumpkin to look.
What's the keybind to make a line between 2 points?
J.
J. Oh, that didn't work.
Did it not? Try F maybe?
Well, it made one line.
Oh, I see. It's because you have all of these selected as well, I think.
Oh, I have to do them one at a time?
For which, are you trying to, oh, yeah, unfortunately. So, yeah, so what you'll do is you'll do like this over there,
Okay, I see.
and then J, yeah. Unfortunately, it'll be one at a time. Just because Blender doesn't know how you want it to work, it'll be, like if you select all of your vertices on the inside and try to do one vertice on the outside, it'll try to connect all of your inside vertices all at that one point. And it's just, you know, Blender's very confused sometimes.
What if they made Blender but smart?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think they call that Cinema 4D, actually.
Really? That's great.
All right, so
That's smart.
once we have our edge faces all done, what we will do is more shift clicking. So what we'll do up here to make it easier on ourselves is we'll go up and click edge, and we will select all the edges on the outside here. You don't have to be exactly on the edge like I am. Like I'm clicking on like the general area, and you know, if I don't, I'll just click it again and it'll deselect it if you misclick.
Gosh, wish I had mouse.
But once we have all of our edges selected, I'll then come over here and what I would like to call lift off, and we will move our outer edge up like so, and so we have this starting to form, and I'll press S like I showed and move it inward. So now we have like this like almost bowl looking shape.
It's like a coffee filter.
Exactly. So we'll have that. So to get a little more advanced, what I will do now is I will go to the bottom here. I will like move my camera and show the underside. I will select all these vertices because we don't want our pumpkin like too blocky. We want it to, you know, have a like show a little bit of curve. So once I have the bottom ring here selected, what I will do is I will press let's see if I remember what it is on Mac. I believe on Windows it'll be Control B. On Mac I believe it is Command B. Yep, Command. And this, what this will do is it'll bevel your edges. So you'll just make however long you want the bevel to be. I think probably about there looks good. So what I'll do is I'll take it back out of edit mode, look at it, see how it looks. You know, we're starting to get a little bit of a circular design here going. Starting to look good. And what I will do, I think that, yeah. So, okay. I think what I can show now. Now that we have it into like a somewhat 3D space and outside of the plane that we just had, what we can do, say you want to select this bottom row again for whatever reason. Say you want to make it a little bit smaller. You'll come up here to the top right. Normally it is in this solid viewport shading mode. You'll just click the one to the left where it says viewport shader wireframe. And what you'll do is you'll click and drag your mouse and it'll select all this bottom right here. And then say it has too much of what you want, you'll just shift click off of that. Boom. Boom. So now we have our bottom row again, much faster than having to click every single edge. So now we make it a little bit smaller. We can put it back into the solid mode, take it out of object mode, see what it looks like, and then obviously press Control V or Control Z, Command Z to undo, see what it looks like. And so, do we want to have like a timer, a demo time for the pumpkin at all?
I'm still trying to make the outside go up.
Yeah, I think just see if anyone has any questions right now.
Yeah, does anybody have any questions about anything or like how to do anything else in Blender?
We can come around and help. So.
I can help you with making it go up.
Ooh.
Give a little uppies.
I think I did it, maybe. I'm seeing some edges that are angry though.
Let's press escape. Okay. Let's see.
Got all this cool stuff.
Okay,
Oh, I have some extra edges. Oops.
I think what's happening is you have a couple vertices that are selected with other stuff.
No, it's because of the
Oh,
main axis.
yeah,
I
okay, so
divided too many times.
No, it's fine. What we can do here is select those, right click, dissolve.
What?
I'll actually show that here.
The face still remains, or the edge still remains when you do that.
Yep.
Okay.
As long, it's hard to explain, but it's like as long as you have, four,
As long as it's a quad still.
yeah,
Okay.
or try, or however you want it to look.
Yeah.
But you'll dissolve.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Does anyone else need help? We can come around.
This is being recorded, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so because I feel like I've gone for too long.
How would I get
So when you're like making it from the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Blender just like irritates me so much. I just don't like that big for it.
No, you're fine.
Yeah,
So, okay, so you have it in this mode.
Blender is really stupid and dumb.
You have the center dot. I think that might be why.
At the very least,
It's
just
not
maybe
bad.
set, like,
That,
or
so
this
that
is-
I don't.
buy it
It's
for
like
class,
the center point of your
Yes.
geometry.
No strong
Okay.
opinion on it.
So
Yeah.
what we'll do
Usage of it,
is
but-
we'll make a line like that,
Mm.
and then
Should have made my
another line
edges closer
that,
to the
press
edge.
J. So you see that there's
Yeah.
the vertices you have.
Oh,
okay.
Because I thought that was supposed to be my center point.
Yeah, I don't know. It's it's really hard to see, but yeah, this is like the like it shows the center point of your geometry. So
Actually, most, like,
if you
buttons
are
featured
to like
all
move
time
or
is
rotate it,
instead of where you,
it'll
like,
be
hit
around
the
that.
heights or
Yeah,
anything,
gotcha,
you're,
gotcha.
like not
Yeah,
in
thank you.
the
Yeah, no problem.
specific edit mode.
Oh. Also, can you help me with
Oh.
bevel here?
What's wrong?
So I need to deselect the center bit here.
Yep. I got that part.
So
Yeah.
there we go.
Shift click, I think.
Okay, it's gonna take a while.
So,
Wait a minute,
Are you trying to select the faces?
So
Or are you trying to select the
just do
edges?
the same way here.
The edges. Though I do remember.
Because you can just do the faces. That's what you're trying to do, but
I know I can select in a loop.
I don't really know like big that was like big. You just have to select all of them like a similar.
Well, the select box. If
Okay, because here it's like if I wanted to like select like certain things, I can just select all of them at like once.
I'm trying to select all the edges for the bevel, and I know you.
Anybody else have any issues or questions?
Yes. Oh, actually, help.
What's up?
What's up?
I'm just gonna open up Bollinger. I wasn't here for you.
We do have a pumpkin model if you did miss this part. So like if you wanted to just do like a carbon part, you could just do that.
Maybe.
Unless you want to like make it yourself too. Either way.
Okay.
There's anyone who is confused or like doesn't want to model a whole pumpkin. I did post a model in the meeting chat. It's a little bit
It'll be a lot
technical.
Yeah.
But you can use it if you would like.
So what are you trying to?
I'm trying to select the edges to make the bevel. I know
Okay.
you can select in a loop. There's a shortcut for that, but I don't remember how to get to that.
That's a good question. Is it control? It is control.
Okay, that works too.
There you go.
Split, and it's Shift B,
Control B.
Control B.
And it is dependent on where your mouse is on how like fast or slow the bevel is. It's kind of weird. It's same thing with scale. It's however your mouse like is anchored to the like how close your mouse is to the this yellow dot for the geometry, the center of the geometry.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's like really close and if I have it all selected, it's really close and it's S, it'll be pretty quick. You know, I don't have to move my mouse too much, but if I'm farther away, it'll be a lot slower. It'll be a lot more precise, if that makes sense.
Is my pumpkin supposed to be semi-transparent?
Semi-transparent?
Yep.
How so? What?
It's semi-transparent. Look at it.
Maybe it's because you have 4.5 blender? Oh, no, it's just because you have this the X-ray on.
Toggle X-ray. Wow. Thank you.
Yep. So, just to go over a little bit more things, if you're confused about anything else or like curious, you know, we have the wireframe and then we have the solid, and then you'll see up here this little light. We can say you're coloring your pumpkin. Say you make it like, you know, nice little orange pumpkin. We can turn on this rendering mode. If it doesn't want to crash my blender. Okay.
Did you save?
No. Wait, why is it? Hello?
Select.
Why are you?
How to do like just basic coloring.
Yeah. I don't know why it wants to not turn on colors though.
You can't select the whole.
What's that, sorry?
Which channel was the pumpkin model on Discord?
It should be in the meeting chat.
So, what we'll do, so to quickly, just like make the pumpkin, you know, like close it in on itself. What we'll do is we'll select the top here. Since there's nothing, we don't have to like unselect anything. We'll go to one of our axis points and we'll press E. E is to extrude it in the way that it's like facing. So since it's facing upward, we'll press E, and we can go up like this, like so. I'll take it like about right there. I think he's got it. And then I'll extrude it again. And then I'll close it in on itself like so.
So you have to extrude as many times as you want faces on the side.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
So.
Okay. It should be in the Discord. So yeah, I got that.
Oh.
Ooh, can I scale, if I am looking at the pumpkin from top down, can I scale the ring I just made to make it go out slightly?
I think scaling it matters on what you have selected rather than the way it's facing.
Okay, I did manage to do it.
I think the only things that really matter, at least in my experience, on how something moves is the move and the extrude. So, and then we will press F, just make that a face for right now. So, make your pumpkin however you want. You know, there's no, like I said, no right or wrong way. I'm just trying to give you guys the basics on how, you know, each hotkey works, how to build in Blender, but I will show you material. So say you're done. Say this is like, you know, 30 minutes later, you want to color your pumpkin. What we'll do is we'll have this selected. We'll go all the way down to material properties. We will click new. If it doesn't want to crash again. You know, still didn't save it, but let's pray it doesn't crash.
All right, thank you.
It's thinking. Okay, there we go. So we have a material. Okay, so we have created a material. So this base color, we can click on it. Oh. And then, you know, pumpkins are orange, so we'll choose a nice orange here for our pumpkin. Pumpkins aren't really metallic, so we don't have to worry about that. Roughness we can play with in a second here. And then default, yeah, I think that looks good. So then what we will do, or I think it should already be selected. So you'll notice that once you add a material, it doesn't necessarily show, just because this is the solid, it is just like the base. What you'll do is you'll click that material preview, and then bam, you have an orange object. And like I said, metallic, you know, we can change it a little bit, see, make a like a metal pumpkin if you want. Roughness, we can change that depending on how rough a texture is. I think IOR. Forgot what that is, but we will not play with that. Alpha, I think, is the light. Ooh. And then, yeah.
I selected color too fast.
Yeah, so the color doesn't really change anything, or more so it's just to add it. It doesn't like affect how you sculpt anything.
Am I cooked?
Did you save it?
No.
Uh-oh. Now I will say, if you want to make, like, say a stem, for instance, what I can do and show you is say for some reason this is our stem right here, right? What you'll do is I'll take it back into wireframe, select all of what I want to be the stem, and then I will add a new material. Okay, it doesn't break. And I'll make this a brownish color if I can figure out where the brown is. Like there, that looks good. And then since I have this selected, I will go over here and then I will click assign. If you hover over it, it says assign active material slot to selection. I have this selected. I will click assign. It is now brown. So now I have a little stem. And then if I want to, if I really want to, I can come in here. See if I can. Oh, it's because I extruded it. Never mind. What I will do, I will actually go back out. Take it back out. Boom. No. Okay, it's not gonna work. But I'm just trying to. Oh, that's because I have it on faces. Make that smaller a little bit. There we go. So, like, if you want to texture it, you'll use this material render or material preview, and then if you don't want the color, if you want to go back, you know, there's always regular solid. And then this one doesn't want to work for me. I think it'll literally crash my Blender if I use it. The rendered version is the last one, basically. It's just a rendered preview of all your stuff. So you'll like when you start up a Blender asset, you'll have this light here. Render will just use the light and have, you know, shading and lighting on the render product. Any other questions? Any issues?
Once I get to it, I'll need help assigning the brown.
The brown.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then since we want to carve our pumpkin, let's figure out how to do that. So I will, since it's still in edit mode, I'll find a good place to make my face here. And I think this looks fine. So I will make the eyes how I want them to look. Oh, that's not what I want to do. So I have the eyes here. What I'll do, see if I can figure this out. Boom. And then just sink them. Yep. So I'll just extrude, sink them in, and now we have a little bit of eyes, you know, for our pumpkin. Pumpkin. And then, you know, if you really, really want to get detailed with it, what you can do, since we're still in our color viewport, add a new color, you know, new material. What would you say the insides of a pumpkin are? Like a yellowish orange, like a light orange?
Darker,
Yeah, like right there. We can assign
If it's like on the inside,
assign that color,
it's very like shadowy.
and then we'll have, you know, something like that. And then obviously, you know, obviously there's like 17 different ways to like carve in Blender. I think, you know, this might not be the most efficient way. You know, subdividing vertices to make a mouth and eyes and all that and whatnot. But I feel like for a low poly texture, Blender model does the job just fine. Yes?
Is it okay if I can have help carving the pumpkin?
Yeah.
I may also need help carving. Goodness gracious.
Okay. So let me try working on the mouth here.
Okay, I got my colors.
Hmm.
As the British say.
So you go from object mode to edit.
Polybuild. Can I use Polybuild to carve, perchance?
Edit mode.
See if that works.
Whole lot of little faces there.
No, it does not want to work like I want it to. All right.
So then you can use the select
So,
or you actually alternatively you can just select like faces.
so what I will do. Oh, actually, I need one more.
Flat one. So you have point, edit, and face.
Oh God, I'm doing too
Oh,
much.
Hey, I can use the
So
knife
you can just
tool
click
to
on a
cut
spot,
in the pumpkin like a
and
knife.
just select that face. So you can select a bunch of faces.
Why is it not wanting to
Hey, how
work?
did you extrude the interfaces?
Like these parts up here?
Like I see that the inside of your pumpkin's thick. How did you make the wall thick?
What do you mean?
So you can subdivide.
Oh, you're talking about like how I like
Yeah,
made the
otherwise
eyes,
it's then,
or
Well,
I
my
believe
pumpkin's
you do
paper thin,
extrude
right?
in,
Like on the inside and outside. It's just one plane
and then
separating the
you
inside from the outside. How did you add thickness?
oh, so it's because of the
Yeah, and you could do
If
a
that makes
little
sense.
more detailed.
So,
like,
I can like show it up here. So because this was one plane, both these eyes were one plane, and I extruded it. The way that it works is I can actually pull it out and like show you
Oh,
better.
You extruded inward.
Yeah, so I extruded inward. So
I
like
thought
when
I
it
was looking into the pumpkin.
So since I made it vertices and then I extruded it, where the extrusion ends is like another face, so it makes more like vertices, edges, and all that stuff. So like that's how like if you were to go inside of it, you'll see like more vertices and lines for the face. That's just kind of how that all works. I don't know why this is not wanting to work. Why won't you subdivide? Oh, it's because you weren't a thing. That's why. Okay. Well, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That's another thing. If you're subdividing to get vertices and it for some reason doesn't want to make the subdivision for you, that most likely means that the supposed face or edge that you're working with isn't actually there for the most part. So what you'll do is you'll just press J or F to create another edge for you, and it'll work. But like I said, we will just take this, go up, extrude it in, and then we will go here, assign it this color. Now we have a little mouse. And then, you know, we can make it a little more detailed if we want. We can go around here, all around the outer edge of its mouth, Command B, you know, and you'll notice that it has a little bit of an issue. And that is just extra edges and it not wanting to play nice with other edges. So what we'll do is we'll not do that. We will just make it out wider a little bit. So now we have a little mouth and little eyes.
I need to unselect the knife tool. How do I escape the knife tool?
What is the knife tool you're using?
Oh, it's the tool name's knife.
That a thing?
Yeah, I've just been. Wait, what happened to my face? Hold up. Just hold on a second.
Anyone else need
Also,
help
can
with
I
it?
redo?
Oh,
in
yes.
Blender?
So that's another thing. Blender, with the lovely program that it is, if you're used to Photoshop or something, Control Y actually isn't the redo. So Command Z or Control Z is the undo. Command Shift Z will be the redo. If you go up to Edit, you can see Redo. For me on Mac is Command Z. Redo is Command Shift Z. Don't know why it's like that, but you know it is.
I spent all this time using the knife tool. Just delete that.
Yes.
Can I have a little help coloring the pumpkin?
Yeah. Oh, he has your help.
But yeah, here's the knife tool. You can just draw vertices on flat planes,
Oh,
but I don't know
really?
how to save it.
Oh, it's not saving your vertices?
Like if you unselect the tool, that what I just drew right there will go away.
Okay.
Do you have
So
material
then-
made already?
No.
If I, so you can't right click.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Right clicking deselects the current
So,
tool.
on here you'll see that.
See?
Oh, I see. Okay. I have not used this tool before, so that's why I'm like, whoa.
Seems pretty fitting though. For
Cut new topology. Yeah. Seems pretty good.
But I don't know how to save it. You know. It's not playing nice.
Yeah.
Let's you press enter.
Try pressing enter.
Oh,
there
shit,
we
you
go.
just press enter.
You just press enter.
Okay.
Ah, there
You
we go.
should
We
probably
learned something
teach-
new.
Yeah, you might want to teach people to use that.
Yeah. So, if you want to make it an actual pumpkin, you know, when you cut it open. Do I even have the cut? You'll see this for the geometry tools here. You'll see this knife tool down at the bottom. And if we put it in vertice mode,
There's basic color here.
say I don't have this eye right here, say I want to make the eye, you know, next to it. You'll just click on the vertice that you want to start it at, and then we will
You can adjust all sorts of
make,
values on
oh,
it as well.
we will start at the vertice,
So then,
Mm, or not, I guess. That's cool. No, that's fine.
side of the eyes.
And what we'll do
The outside of the pumpkin.
is we will make the eye shape. We'll press enter, and now we have a new face for the eye. Don't necessarily like I said, million different ways. You don't need to subdivide vertices to make your face. You can just use the knife tool. As I said, there's a lot of different ways to work with topology in Blender. Very, very in-depth topic, I should say. Do I need help?
Material thing. I don't remember exactly.
Okay. So,
Hey, just wanna.
Does anyone else have any issues right now, or are any of you using that one model that I provided?
like you're like fully painting it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can kind of just show some quick stuff with that. So it's laid out a little weird. I don't know exactly why. I can just help you with it. Okay, if you want to do that, then that's fine.
Yeah, I guess figuring it out right now.
Yeah.
It's texture based.
I don't use
or
There
I
should
didn't
be
make the
a
model.
viewport
We
in
just
order to
had
see
it like
your
from the
colors
previous year,
on
so
this.
I don't exactly
Like, is this
know
your color here
why
that
it's
you
set up the
use
way
when
it
you wanna
is.
make
But
the
if you're
design
figuring out
green?
how to paint on it, then but
Let's
do
use
you have any
the
issues or?
material I was given. It's a pumpkin.
It's just not really working. with
Yes.
it.
So let's
It's
sign
like
that.
drawing on it for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, so
Um,
the issue that you're not, the reason you're not seeing it is because it needs to be.
Oh, the model's like set up in a
like,
certain way.
a
It's,
different
like,
viewport
drawn.
if that
I don't know
makes
why.
sense.
So it worked
Like,
for like 2 seconds and then it stopped
Oh,
working.
Okay.
Try turning the model off.
Glad to
and
know
on
at
again.
least it was at some point.
Yeah.
You here.
Yeah.
Do you have to like? Oh wait. I'm not really a Blender expert. Is the issue?
Yeah, you're good.
Did you help?
I've
been
Or the same one.
for so long.
Scale
There
and
is a
everything.
pumpkin model
Yeah.
in the meeting chat you can just download if you want to just have something to like mess around with.
Messed around with a blank circle.
Yeah.
I found the randomize tool and made
I
like
was
a
having
big,
trouble using texture paint like
big
a
random.
month ago, but I forgot what I did to fix it.
So it's at the
I can take it, but I
What?
can't.
Average Blender
I
issue.
have it up and I have a
We
color like
add
color
a
selected and
random
stuff,
outfit.
but
That's
it just like
wholesome.
wanna actually go off.
So we have our pumpkin.
Holy moly.
Yeah, here's
What
pumpkin
the
question
heck?
mark.
And then assign it.
Okay,
somewhere.
perfect.
Okay,
So
wait.
show your
Well,
selection.
I
Don't
thought
right?
I thought I did that on here, but they made a.
Okay, so
This is how I've been entertaining myself because I couldn't
What we'll
figure
do
out
is we'll
like the
put
basics.
yeah,
and the-
that's-
okay, I
scale up.
think what happened was you took
And then
all of your
when you have access
like
to tools, they over text.
edges and just like pulled them.
Yeah, the first time
I
in
don't
Vogue,
really know
like,
how
the
to
randomize
Yeah,
tool.
I
That's
that's how I got into
what
it.
it
and
is.
stuff.
I mean,
It'll be
it's kind of like you know those like little cartoon
Yeah, no problem.
like
So, yeah,
like
once,
okay,
once,
what's his name?
hopefully it should.
You
not
did
be-
the,
once
circle
it-
It's
thing,
not
like,
just
why
it's
it's
because
colored.
I
found out that you could, like,
one
cut
guy
out
got
the
it
circle.
just
Yeah.
kind of looks like that.
Oh,
Not in a bad way. I think it's cool.
If it doesn't, and if it crashes, just
Oh,
let me know.
I was doing
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Absolutely.
Super close to the sun with your computer.
Oh yeah, I did crash already.
Okay.
Yeah, please be aware that Blender does not like to play nice with laptops.
Blender is evil.
It's
I would getting around just fine.
I mean,
very evil necessity, unfortunately.
It's a necessary.
That one looks good. I really like it.
Okay. Do you want to just go over then like just maybe like rendering real quick if you can?
I can.
It's
I
a
can
little too
try. Well,
We could just do screenshots of them too.
yeah, I was gonna say we can do screenshot. I mean, we can like. I mean, I can export and stuff like that. Render image.
Okay.
If it doesn't want to.
Oh yeah, the cube.
Oh yeah, wait. The cube is still there.
The cube.
I forgot it.
Oh, I killed it. I killed my cube.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
just show how to render real quick, and then I'll give everyone like maybe like 20 minutes to kind of like carve, paint, whatever you want onto the pumpkin that you have, and then we'll just post them in the meeting chat, and I'll have we'll do a little vote on who's everyone's favorite, and I have a prize of Rice Krispies for whoever won.
So, in order to render, as we have just shown, we unfortunately have to delete the cube. So what you'll just do is you'll come up to the cube, you'll select it, and then we will click delete. And then we will go back to the top right.
Make sure you save before you render, by the way.
Also, yes, that too. This is true. See, this is true. We'll save it. We will name it. You guys can name it whatever. I'm just gonna name it Pumpkin Demo. I will just save it to my desktop. Allow. Save Blender file. And then I will go up to render image, F12 on everyone's thing.
Right,
it-
Murchison.
And it'll, so another thing to note, as well as the light, there is, if we zoom out, there is this camera here. That'll be where you render your image. It'll come from this camera. So what we can do is we can select it, and we will not be able to rotate it. Why are we not able to rotate it? Let me rotate it. Can we render properties?
Dude, a trackpad that like doesn't have the weirdest buttons ever.
Okay.
Evil ass trackpad.
to rotate. Why are you not? Please.
Yes. I do.
I don't. Yeah, sorry. I apologize. I don't think I've ever rendered anything necessarily in Blender, so this is a little bit tough, especially with the camera.
Okay.
Just because you can't necessarily move it. So like I have it looking this way,
Okay. How
but you
about-
can move. You can move the light. I do know you can do that. Really?
Control Alt Numpad 0.
Unfortunately, I do not have a numpad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Have a number row. Does that count?
Honestly, just take a screenshot of it. You don't have to.
It does
render
work like yeah. If you want to put it in the view, the rendered mode, if you can figure out how to change the light, move the light. I don't. No.
Well, the light is an object on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Unfortunately, it doesn't want to move for me. I don't know why it doesn't. Oh wait, here we go. Surely, okay. Well, I have to move it through the settings in the thing. I can't just press G, unfortunately. But as sorry, I was just gonna say, as I said before, in the rendered mode with the lighting, it does like update in real time. So just please be aware that like it can be a little laggy, especially on laptops. So I will try rendering image now. See, and then so let's try moving. Oh wait. Hey, there we go. I just have to move it through the settings because Blender doesn't want to work for me. I can't. Oh, wait. Now it wants to work. Why does? Okay, whatever, man. Whatever. Whatever. And then, obviously, you guys can just fiddle around with it. Obviously, like I'm not too well versed with the camera, but let's see if that works. Boom. Make it a little bit lower, but okay. Well, need to make it a little bit lower.
Whenever you have a moment, I can also use some help.
Yeah.
Blender does not respect orange.
Does it not? What's it
It's not respecting my orange. See how it's orange and how I have an orange material? Well, if I do this, it's like, no, you don't.
I was gonna die of laughter if it turned orange
Oh,
as soon as you said that.
wait, why is it not doing that?
Your orange is lame.
Oh, that's not it. Huh.
It's just like, because the other materials were just fine, but not orange.
Yeah, and you're in the shader, right? Yeah, you're in the shader.
See, look, like orange.
Did you try assigning it maybe?
It's pretty assigned to me, but maybe
Yeah,
not.
I don't know. It's really weird why yours is not working.
Okay, let me just try to assign everything to be orange.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I don't. What do you know? What version of Blender it is? Is it the most recent one?
Yeah.
Okay, then I could not. I don't know. Yeah. Obviously, you can just take a picture. It might work better, to be honest with you, but
No, it just doesn't respect orange. Okay.
you might just have to take a screenshot,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I'm gonna take a little screen. Who are you, bro? I don't know.
But say you do render it, you'll just click this image tab, and then you will click save, and it will save it as a PNG. We'll save it as pumpkin demo PNG. Save it to my desktop, and then bam. That's how you cover pumpkin.
Hell yeah.
All right. Do you want me to pull up the Discord and show all that stuff?
Right. Everyone's been kind of working on making their pumpkin right now. How much time do you guys want? Like 10 minutes? 15?
Maybe like 10 minutes.
Okay. 10 minutes. Carve whatever you can. If you need help, just ask. Donovan and I can come craft.
Yep.
I can also.
I'm not an expert, but I
Yeah.
know enough to carve a pumpkin.
Like I want to say, I'm not an expert on it. I mostly prioritize low poly stuff in my work with Blender. So if you're using the model that was in the Discord, and someone else isn't, please don't
Yeah.
disparage. It's just like
Two things can be different and also both be cool. So
exactly.
It's like a law of physics or something.
That I don't think is a true
Yeah.
statement.
Can't disprove it.
you're right. You got me.
I mean, we
Well,
can't-
that's
I mean-
it's a theory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically. Okay, I'm starting a timer for 10 minutes. Carve your pumpkins.
Yeah. There's like so many other things you can do with Blender. Like if you want to make your textures, you can like bake them on. It's like there's like a whole node system and modifier system I didn't even go over. But if you guys are interested in that, please feel free to do that in your own time. There's
Model
like
does have like a bunch of other stuff. Like I think it has like a texture and like a bump map.
See if like I can.
I don't use Blender enough, so I don't know how to implement those.
I've only tried UV wrapping in baking textures once, and I almost threw my PC out my window. So